Let's begin our day with the prayers. Close your eyes. Om Asato Ma Sadgamaya. Lead me from unreal to the real. Tamaso Ma Jyotirgamaya. Lead me from darkness to light. Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Lead me from death to immortality. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om peace, peace, peace. This is a true prayer, the seeker's admission of his sense of limitedness and his heartfelt cry for assistance in achieving excellence. It is not a prayer for things of the world. It is not a prayer for food, shelter, health, partnership, riches, success, fame, or glory. The one who recites these three lines has realized that such things are full of emptiness, soaked in pain, even in abundance, will forever leave him wanting. It is in this full understanding that Burns turns to the prayer. The essence of each of these three mantras is same. O Guru, help me free myself from my sundry misunderstandings regarding myself, the universe, God, and bless me with true knowledge. It is in this spirit that many people throughout the world are regularly chanting these mantras. Friends, as the saying goes, let nothing hold you back from creating the life you have always wanted. Okay, yeah. So let nothing hold you back from creating the life you have always wanted. So let's begin with a quote from Napoleon Hill. There are no limitations to the mind except those we acknowledge. Both poverty and riches are the offspring of our thoughts. So friends, it's a nice, beautiful day in Mumbai. And I can see from my window, it's still dark, but a very pleasant morning over here. So thank you for being with me and bestowing your trust and love. And I wish to share a small story from my life before I deep dive into our today's topic. Yes, it reminds me of my elder sister, Jivan Prabha, who would visit Mumbai for chemotherapy at Tata Memorial Hospital under Dr. Suresh Advani. Dr. Advani was a specially abled wheelchair physician oncologist. Anyone heard about him? Yeah, I wish you don't hear about him, but and you don't have to go to Tata Memorial Hospital. I think it was 97, 98. Every person my sister met frightened her with most grave and ugly picture about chemotherapy. What they would say. Jivan, do you know there is a hair loss after chemo? You have such lovely curly hair. I feel awfully bad when I hear about this, says one of her friends over a phone call from Jaipur. In another instance, a sister-in-law of her in Udaipur comes to meet her before departure for Mumbai. He says, Bhavisa, I've heard that Dr. Advani is very good, but you know, the whole procedure is very painful. Anyway, my sister, had full trust in me. She always came a day earlier from Udaipur, and after landing would order me, Pratap, तुम अपनी क्रिया शुरू करो. That I begin my process. I would use energy healing and other alternate wellness techniques to uplift and reprogram her mind. Remember, reprogram her mind. Dr. Advani, a wheelchair celebrity physician, oncologist, would say, after the chemotherapy is over or during the chemotherapy, he would come out and say, Captain, your sister, uh, Jeevan Prabha, is an extraordinary patient. She's courageous and highly positive. I have not seen such patients in many years. I did feel a sense of satisfaction. I didn't share with him that she has been programmed. It's a different story. She didn't live long, but she lived each day cheerfully. So, friends, we already possess many of the keys to health and healing. We can learn to access the deep center of wisdom. Within each one of us lives a wise physician. One of the most effective tools for doing so is mindfulness meditation. In this Reignite Your Life training program, you will learn all these techniques. So let nothing hold you back from creating the life you have always wanted. Friends, what lifestyle you want to live, how you want to live, with whom you want to live, what beliefs you choose to have, it is your birthright as a human. You can choose to be happy much of the time or not. You can choose to create a life filled with melodrama or a life filled with peace and joy. Remember, choice is yours. So, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest discovery you will ever make is potential of your mind. Do you take control of your life, or do you let circumstances determine how life turns out for you? So let me leave you with these thoughts before we deep dive to discover the power of your mind. Right. Well, I don't have to introduce myself. All of you have been our past students for 8 months, 9 months, 6 months. But I can only repeat saying there are stories about how I lived my life whilst in Navy and outside. Yes, I have helped improve lives of hundreds of people by just reprogram their mind. Everything I have written and practiced and taken the workshops is a result of study, personal experience, and practicing ancient Indian wisdom. Friends, just to repeat and refresh your memory, I took a premature retirement from Indian Navy after serving her for nearly a quarter century. Though I am a postgraduate of nautical science and strategic studies, I always had passion and penchant for energy healing, meditation, yoga, spirituality, whatnot. I am also a history enthusiast and a published author of my coffee table book, Rajputana Chronicles, Guns and Glories. You can see it on the net in my website. Right. So those who are new, let me share how was my journey into ancient Indian wisdom. Right. Now, have you heard about the potential of mind with learnings from Yoga Sutra, Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, Jainism, or even for that matter, Buddhism? It was for me like discovering a new fascinating world. Soon after hanging my stockings from the Indian Navy, my interest turned into my passion. So let me share a story how it all started. My interest in the powers of mind, personal growth, and other related topics began as early as when I was 15 years old. My uncle from Kolkata sent a yoga teacher from Bihar School of Yoga to teach our family at Jaipur, all about yoga, pranayam, meditation. He stayed with us for over a month. I, for one, practiced meditation, ate meditation, slept meditation. There were discussions on all forms of yoga and spirituality. Personally, at that young age, in my in a high school, I was baptized in it. Later, as I grew up, I was highly inspired by the writings of Swami Vivekananda about his commentaries on Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. And likewise, a large number of books, which include Patanjali, Paramhans Yoganand, Autobiography of Yogi, Swami Shivanand, Swami Muktanand, is written Play of Conscious Mind. Then, of course, Acharya Mahapragya, and more recently, Swami Parthasarthi and Acharya S.N. Goenka. I do keep reading, and I've read their autobiographies, their books, their writings. So before the class, Shama was asking, how do we increase our intellect? That's wisdom. Please do read autobiographies of great people. Do read scriptures in the original form. Right. The list of such books is endless. You will have to discover yourself. Now, at this point, if I ask you who discovered atom, you will say John Dalton in 1800 reintroduced atom. Yeah, reintroduced because originally the Greek philosopher Democritus introduced the idea of atom in 450 BC. But doesn't it sound like a vague question over here? It does. So, do you know that Indian sage Patanjali introduced the idea of atom way back over 2000 years ago? He's estimated to have lived during second or century BC. Patanjali's Yoga Sutra is a text on yoga, therapy, and practice. Now let's have a look what it is like. He says mastery over mind encompasses understanding of everything from atom to cosmos. Let me share a verse from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. This shloka sums up the eternal secret behind achieving anything in life. This shloka is very powerful. It's from Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 40. The Sanskrit transcript reads, Parmanu Paramahotsava. Parmanu Paramahotsaya Vashikara means, English translation means mastery over mind results in control of relationship with everything from atom to cosmos. चित्त के शांत होने पर अणु से लेकर संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड तक की समझ उत्पन्न होती है. How beautifully said 2500 years ago by Maharshi Patanjali. Now, later in 19th century, what does Swami Vivekananda have to say? His commentary on Patanjali's Yoga Sutra. The yogi's mind, thus meditating, becomes an unobstructed from the atomic to the infinite. The mind by this practice easily contemplates the most minute thing as well as the biggest thing. Thus the mind waves become fainter. ध्यान के समय एक योगी का मन परमाणु से लेकर ब्रह्मांड तक बाधा रहित रहता है, और इस अवस्था में योगी के मन की संवेदनाएं सूक्ष्म से सूक्ष्म होती जाती हैं. See how relevant it is today. If you take it science, that's what the science talks about it even today, which he found out 2500 years. The Yoga Sutras are divided into 4 padas, the chapters. The third, Vibhuti Pada, primarily deals with various supernormal powers of the mind that can accrue to the practitioner when the mind is in extreme states of concentration. I want to share with you here that how important is mind, and it was conceived to be so by Maharishi Patanjali. So in Indian philosophy, the supernormal powers have been associated with mind for centuries. This physical body of ours is constantly changing mind and body. It is activated by an original source of energy called consciousness, like the sun energizing the whole earth. Do you know that our skin is completely replaced 28 days and the lining of our gut is every 72 hours? It means when we apply soap a second time to our body, we are rubbing another set of cells, the former cells having already been washed away. Every cell contains 100 billion atoms, and each atom is buzzing with movement of electrons and subatomic powers. The point to be understood here is that our body is not a fixed solid structure as we imagine it to be. In the same way, every object of external world is constantly changing. It's constantly changing the flux of our body. That is the flow of atoms. So how can the moving atoms of our body make a relationship with the moving atoms of the object of external world? So friends, if we drop this tirelessly, continuously moving, but solidly appearing body and universe for some time and stay with the pure observer who observes this hectic activity, then it becomes meditation. Simple. When you observe this flux, those of the atoms of our body, that means you're observing the sensations, and this is nothing but pure meditation. Right. So, friends, I will go on to our main subject, that is mindful breath awareness. So far, so good. Any questions? If you have any, I would be happy. Please, you can individually mute and ask me a question, or right. Right. So if I understand, no questions. So let's go ahead. So today's practice is very well known in the West and in India as mindfulness. Mindfulness is a big throughout the West and particularly in the United States at present. Its roots go back to Lord Buddha and Mahavira. 2,500 years ago, they gave precise instructions for mindfulness as a step towards meditative absorption. Later on, these traditions were elaborated and developed. They are today known as Vipassana, Preksha Dhyan. The text that we shall take up, by the way, one important thing to know is that all of what we are doing, ultimate purpose of all this awakening myself, self-awakening, or in simple words, self-purification of our mind. When there is a self-purification, obviously there is self-awakening. It is also called enlightenment. It is also called God realization. Whatever God you believe in, whether it's Mahavir, whether it's Krishna, whether it's Buddha, Prophet, Jesus Christ, self-awakening is God realization. It is important to note this because meditation these days is so common and a big phenomenon. It is good that it is, but it is used for multiple purposes. It is used for stress management, it is used for concentration, focus. One can use it for that. Those benefits definitely do come in our lives. But one must be aware that these techniques were originally developed by spiritual seekers as support for their spiritual quest, as medium, as methods for spiritual quest. Right? And so what meditation offers right now, whatever we want, it's not false. It's true that meditation does have all these benefits which I just mentioned to you. But the ultimate purpose is very serious, very profound purpose for all of these methods, that is spiritual awakening, or in simple words, purification of your mind, realization of our true nature, freedom from suffering. That is something Buddha, Mahavira, Patanjali, they all have in common, is overcoming suffering. Seek deep lasting solutions, permanent solution to the problems of suffering, attainment of fulfillment, and nothing less than that. Now I shall tell you, share with you the structure of this session, that I am going to describe the parts. Then you can ask me the questions before I begin meditation. Right. I'll guide you through this practice initially. The practice will begin with this, my sound, and it will end with the sound. That's it. Today's practice, meditation tradition is Buddhist mindfulness. The texts go back centuries, millennia actually. Okay. So let me share the 4 stages of mindful breath awareness. We shall go through 4 stages of transitioning to the object of meditation. The importance is not in breath. The importance is not in the breath, it is always there. Importance in meditation is in our attention. Attention to the breath, right? So right now, your attention is scattered, right? So the first stage is we take a posture. Every meditation posture is important. So you have to decide which is maintainable, which is steady, sthiram, which is easy, sukham, which is not painful and relaxed, which does not take too much effort to maintain. The movement of body is to be avoided, not in a rigid way. In meditation, let the body be relaxed, but not move. Think of mind as a bowl. The bowl is full of water up to the brim. Imagine how steadily you have to hold the bowl without the slightest of the movement that sets ripple in the water, and little more movement, the water will spill. Similarly, the mind, to keep it calm, the first unavoidable thing is a good posture. Having said that, don't become rigid, relaxed. If there is an ache and a strain, don't fight it. The whole purpose of meditation is lost if you lose relaxation. Throughout, relaxation is to be maintained. If there is an ache or a cough or such pesky thing that come up during meditation, so at that point, if you must adjust yourself a little, cough a little, do it. If you have to sneeze, do it, but not all the time. If you are in a room with other meditators, there it's online now, but a time may come you are with other meditators. Be aware you are not disturbing others. Okay. And very small point, if you are sitting on a creaky chair, it's better to change it as fast as you can. Avoid sitting on a couch or a bed. I will ask you to close your eyes when it starts. Some feel like opening their eyes slightly open. They can look down to the floor and near your feet if you wish to, but I would only suggest try and keep your eyes closed as a beginner. You can sit in a closed legs Padmasana position, or you can keep your legs flat on the floor, sitting on a chair. But remember, spine has to be straight, not rigid. Waist, the spine, and the head more or less in the same alignment. Hands have to be at the level so that body is balanced. You can put your hands on your knees or in your lap, whichever is comfortable to you. For the duration of the practice, try not to change the posture of your hand. So the first stage will be, as we get into the posture, we close our eyes and become aware of our present. Here I am in the hall, in the room. Here I am. The moment you close your eyes, there will be two main sources of stimuli. The reason we close our eyes is that a great deal of our cognitive activity is concerned with the eyes. A lot of activities are with what we are seeing and can be disturbing and distracting. The attention will flicker. Closing the eyes is a good option. Then only source of stimuli will be left. One will be the sound, other will be sensations and physical sensations. Touch of the body, inside the body, as we close our eyes, we listen to sound, sensations of the body, and there will be thoughts and feelings, ideas and memories coming up in the mind. Breathing will also be going on simultaneously. All these things will be going on. What do you do? Nothing. Just be present. Here I am, and note what's going on. Not like a reporter, just whatever floats in your awareness, note it, but do not follow it. If there is a sound, it's car, just note it. Don't follow it. It's my car. Is it locked? Mind will take you on a trip. So don't go on a trip, but note what is coming. That's it. It's good to listen to sound, feel the sensations, because if you listen to the mind, it is going to talk about sounds and sensations and start a trip around the world. And you will be out. So listen to the sounds, feel the sensations, let your mind travel from sensation to sensation. That's it. Look for if there is a pleasant sensation. What I mean by pleasant sensation: silence, quietness, steadiness of the body, a warmth, a pleasant temperature, something like that. In that case, note the pleasantness, the happiness in that sensation. For a moment, enjoy that happiness and add it to your positivity right now. Also note that the pleasant aspect of it is subjective and the actual sense contact is neutral. It might be temperature or coolness. The agreeableness is in our mind. The agreeableness is in our mind, whether the temperature is suitable to me or not. Note the difference between that which creates the agreeableness, the pleasantness, and that which is neutral sensation. Inside the mind, the reaction you get, anything unpleasant, maybe a foul smell, or maybe some sensation in the body of pain or ache, some kind of unpleasant sensation, note that as well. And remain in present and just leave it and move on to the next sensation. So this is stage 1. Stage 2, you will transition into an awareness of the body. It is already there, but now the focus is on top of the head, to neck, to chest, to hands, to waist, till your feet, which are on the mat of the floor or on the ground. The sensations of the body, for the sounds of any other things like temperature or the smell of an environment, let them be there. Don't force out anything. Let them fade away to periphery. Let them fade away to background. Make an effort to keep the awareness in the body. Bring the body to center stage of awareness. Earlier, the awareness was open, only the eyes were closed, but everything was open. Now the center stage is your body. The sensations may be an ache or maybe a feeling of the seat supporting you, the chair, the ground beneath your feet, whether you are feeling cool or warm, heaviness in the tummy, perhaps a good dinner last night, breathing going on, any kind of stiffness or tension in your body or the neck, head, let it go immediately. The moment you notice any kind of tension, let it go immediately. It is awareness of the body. That's it. Awareness. Note. Right. Now we move over to third stage. Notice in the body, if you are sitting still, only one thing will be obviously moving. That's your breath. So in the third stage, narrow the awareness even further to your breath. Anything that still comes to your awareness is welcome, but don't worry about it. Narrow it still further to your breath. What do I mean? In the nose, you will feel the breath. Air coming in, air going out. You will feel it around the nose and on your face. You will feel it in the chest. You will feel it in your tummy, belly expanding and contracting. So the breath traveling through your body, entering or leaving, notice that. Just notice that. Obviously, you will feel the stomach expanding and contracting. Don't force it. Don't be aggressive about the breath. I must breathe in now, breathe out now. No, not like a military sergeant major. Let it be natural. If it's deep breath, let it be so. If it's shallow, let it be so. Notice the breath from nose to the chest to the stomach and then back again, and exhalation. Notice the exhalation. Notice the breath. Everything else floating to the background. Everything else background. Now we come to the fourth stage, that is, bring your attention to the breath at the tip of your nostril. Tip of your nostril. Here, just the attention. Don't look at it, just feel it. It may feel like cool breath passing in, passing out. If you are wearing your mask, you may feel the mask on your cheeks and the breath passing in and out. Don't we feel when we wear a mask, the breath going in, breath coming out? So sensations at the nostril, just keep it there, your attention. Other sensations will come, bodily sensations, and even thoughts and feelings will come. Let them come, let them be in the background, in the periphery. Bring your attention of the breath at the tip of your nose, at your nostril. Remember, don't follow the breath inside your body. Do not follow the breath outside your body. The whole purpose of mindfulness meditation is to pay attention to the breath and not follow inside the body. So, the valuable thing is your attention. Keep the attention here at the nostril. That's it. Now, at any point, if you lose attention, then go back to second and third stage of following the breath and sensations and come back to the fourth stage of attention to the breath at the nostril. This is a quick way of doing it. When your mind wanders off, means losing the attention, means your mind has wandered off. Okay. And all this process that I've spoken for almost 20 minutes will actually take you 10 seconds when we are doing it. But you need to remember and practice this number of times, then you will start doing it in 10 seconds, just 10 seconds. So actual meditation starts here. We have made the transition to pay attention to the breath at the nose. So don't follow the breath going out of the nose. Don't follow the breath going inside the nose. Just at the nose. Sensations, however it is, follow. Just observe them. A little bit of air, little bit of coolness or warmth. Sometimes when it goes in, it feels cool. Sometimes when it comes out, it feels warm. Just notice that. Keep that in your mind. Breathing out, breathing in. That's it. Then what? I'm reminded of a cartoon and a Zen meditation center, Buddhist Mahayana center. The teacher is sitting and the student is sitting next to him. I'm sure you can visualize. He says, calm your mind and follow the breath. Then the teacher says, that's it. The student looks confused. That's it, and what? Nothing. That's it. this is the point, deceptively simple. Then when we do it, it is not that simple at all. Okay, you'll have to practice for at least 3 to 4 weeks. This is simple and yet very profound, deep entry into the nature of our awareness. We will see now as we do it practically. What will happen is the introduction, the first one. Then we go to the second stage. What will happen? Distraction. Even the simple thing like following your breath, just at the nostrils, breathing out, breathing in. Distraction is taking place. So one thing we can do is how to overcome distraction. Will be there initially, right? So overcoming distraction is simple. Take 3 to 4 rounds of slightly deeper intentional breath. Intentional, deeper belly breath. 3 to 4 rounds, just about that. And your attention will come back to your mind and continue normal, natural breath, effortless breathing. So it may sound like a lot. It is the simplest one. It is not much. Just assume a posture. We will be aware of what's going on. We will be aware of the body. We'll be aware of our breath. And finally, the breath at the nostrils. Try to stay there. That's all. It's simple approach. So the importance is in maintaining routine, austerity, and place of your meditation. It will help you become a better meditator faster. Okay. So, breath awareness. Why breath awareness? Respiration has a lot to do with our mind and mental contents. As you observe the breath, a thought may arise, maybe a thought of the past or the future, and you react with craving or aversion. Perhaps anger arises and you notice, look, anger has arisen. As a result of this anger, the breath loses its normalcy and becomes slightly hard, slightly fast. When this particular anger subsides, you notice that the breath becomes normal again. So this breath is strongly connected to your mind and your mental impurities. Remember, after the mind calms down a little, one starts experiencing something else. Every moment throughout the body, in every particle of our body, some electromagnetic reaction, some biochemical reaction is taking place. So one starts with the attention at the entrance of the nostril. One starts feeling sensations on this area first. They can manifest in variety of ways. For example, like heat, cold, perspiration, throbbing, pulsing, vibrating, tingling, tension, strain, in any other part of the body as well. In case your attention is diverted for some reason, slightly increase the pace of your breathing intentionally, do it for some time, and return to normal, effortless breathing. And friends, before you start the meditation, each one of you every day must make a resolution. For example, I am practicing breath awareness for purification of my mind, and repeat it 3 times. Okay. This will help you strengthen, make you a stronger person, and get to your results fast. So, are you all ready? Set? Let's begin our meditation for today. Gently close your eyes. back straight, relaxed, legs flat on the ground. Make a resolution. I am practicing breath awareness for purification of mind. Repeat 3 times. Stage 1. Be aware. Here I am now. Sounds, sensations. If thoughts and feelings arise, I shall note them but will not follow them. Breathing normally, relaxed, present, here and now. Stage 2, become aware of the body, the feelings of the body, pleasant and unpleasant, the support of your seat beneath you, the movement of the breath, anywhere, any tension, let it go. Let it relax. Physical tension, mental anxiety, worry, let it relax. Stage 3, gradually move into the awareness of the breath. Notice as you breathe in, the stomach expands. Breathe out, stomach deflates. Be aware of the breath in the nose, chest, stomach. Relaxed breathing, no hurry. Stage 4, gently bring attention to the top tip of your nose, to the nostrils. Notice how it feels to breathe in there, how it feels breathing out there. That's it. Stay there at the nostril, tip of the nostril. Notice the breathing in, notice the breathing out. When you are comfortable, relaxed, in, out. Take your attention to your nostril and observe every breath coming in, going out, as it is. You are not to make effort to. Breathing is a natural process. Continue in your own time till you hear my voice again. It will be 15 minutes past. Do not attach any sound or image while observing the breath. Observe as it is. In case your attention is diverted for some reason, slightly increase the pace of breathing intentionally. Do it for 2 or 3 rounds and then return to effortless, normal breathing. Continue for next 15 minutes till you hear my voice again. Repeat after me in your mind. I shall do the right thing. I shall not react whatever be the situation. I shall think before I respond. I shall not criticize myself. I shall not be in guilt mode. keep my emotions aside. We generate a response of what we want: loving kindness, non injury, in thoughts, words, intentions, and actions. When you have strong belief in your God, Guru, guide, and yourself, all things will come true. Remember, the good intentions and the well-being of universe is most important to fulfill our desires and goals. I shall now express my gratitude and thank the universe, God, Guru, guide, family, and myself for blessing me with good heart, head, hands, body, legs, for blessing me with healthy food as nourishment, healthy air to breathe, healthy nature for self-development and growth. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mother Earth, for these priceless blessings. I now choose to forgive you, seek your forgiveness. Let all people who have hurt me, knowingly or unknowingly, I forgive them. Let all people whom I have hurt, knowingly or unknowingly, I seek your forgiveness. Forgiveness is not just about letting go, it is also about carrying much more love for the other person for this life in future. Forgiveness does not erase the past, but looks upon it with greater compassion, mercy, and love. It liberates my soul and removes my fears. Let go my ego, let go my past. Lord, forgive me. I ask thee in full faith and belief. Imagine your smiling face, glowing with positive energy. Repeat in your mind, I am divine soul, I am powerful soul, I am a lovable soul 3 times. Now you may slowly open your eyes at the count of 3. 1, 2, feeling healthy and totally relaxed. Whatever I am doing is in the best interest of mankind. 3, open your eyes slowly and gently, looking down at your lap or the floor, then slowly looking up, wide awake, wide awake. Energize your palm, cup your eyes, and energize your body from head to toe by tapping. Tap your head, tap your neck, tap your shoulders, arms, stomach, and the legs. And the legs. So, how was the experience? Share your takeaway. Before you do that, one reality of mind which you have begun to experience today is its habit of always wandering from one object to another. It does not want to stay on the breath or on the single object of attention. Instead, it runs wild. So, friends, when it wanders, where does the mind go? By your practice, you would have seen that it wanders either in the past or in the future. This is the habit pattern of the mind. It does not want to stay in the present moment. Actually, one has to live in the present. Whatever is past is gone beyond recall. Whatever is future remains beyond one's reach until it becomes present. So, friends, the technique that you are learning here is called art of reprogramming your mind. Having done that, you can commence designing your goals. Your goals can be really be designed only in the present. Therefore, the first step is to learn how to live in the present moment by keeping the mind on the present reality. The breath that is now entering or leaving the nostril. This is the reality of the present moment. Thank you so much. It was great honor to be with you all. Okay. So I'll be happy to answer your questions if you have, and I'm sure you must be having plenty of questions, and or share your experience. How was it?